This is a Sage Story.
Hi, my name is John. I'm a 69-year-old gay man, and I live here in Philadelphia. When I had decided that I was going to deal with being gay, I decided that I was going to make a break. I gave up my gay friends. I gave up I gave up my straight friends. I gave up my straight life, and lived my whole life in my social life primarily in the demi world, if you want to call it, of the gay society at the time. Couldn't believe how many other people there were like me, how many people felt the same way, how many people were in my own profession uh, who were also gay, and was like the proverbial kid in the candy shop, as I said before, and just jumped into it. I have to admit I was a bar person. I loved going to the gay bars. At the time, I was relatively attractive and had no trouble picking up people. Um, had a great many relationships, more than I would like to even admit to now that I look at it in retrospect. And sometimes think to myself, I'm amazed I'm still here after all of that. I plunged feet first into this life for any number of years, and it was very fast and loose and so forth, and it was very overwhelming. But it was my entire world, and I really did enjoy it. But as time went on, it became more wheel spinning, if you would. I was not particularly happy. I was making a lot of money. I had a lot of social life, a lot of friends and so forth, but there was still something missing. I started to get overwhelmed by what was happening. I was confused. I was kind of lost. And at that point, I decided at that time I could still take sabbaticals, and I took one and lived in different parts of the country. And to make a long story short, I eventually wound up moving to Nantucket, Massachusetts, to work for a friend of mine who was an artist and owned a gallery. When I moved to Nantucket, the thing that it did to me primarily was that it got me out of the mainstream. It got me out of the craziness of the world I was living in, of the life I was living in. Although there were gay people there, it was nothing like it had been living in cities or in other parts of the country. So I lived in Nantucket for 6 years, and during that time, I found it to be a very healing place. Being able to concentrate on myself and to look inside and think, what are you trying to do? What are you trying to be? Or who are you? Trying to keep that self-respect. I was able to get back in touch with so many values that I once had, which I had pushed aside or which I had let go in order to live this gay life. Or the gay life should say that I had chosen. Um, I lived there for 6 years, and during that time, things got progressively better. It was there that I met my partner, who helped me through all of this, and we've been together now 25 years, so I guess something worked.
Share your story at sageusa.org/Sage Story.